Good morning, everyone. It's Lindsey Huddleston back in the building with another SPS Monday Motivation, Santa Monica version. That's right on the West Coast in California. So if you get up and you watching the Monday Motivation today at 8, back in Michigan, whether it's Detroit, East Lansing, my folks know it's 5 a.m. where I am. Shout out to my brother Carl Blackshear. Shout out to Demetrius Meathead Blackshear. I've been talking to my brothers back home. And Carl said, man, you still gonna do your Monday Motivation? I say, yeah, man, gotta do it. Gotta get the people what they need, what they want. And I'm happy to be able to share some great things today. And also, me getting up on my East Coast time was good. I got to text my daughter before she was off to school. Get to see her soon, too. So, with that being said, guys, what is today's Monday motivation? And it is destination manifestation. That's right. Destination manifestation. I'm going to talk about some things that happened not only just for me being out here this weekend, but what brought me this way. And also the story starts, though. It starts at the Lansing airport before we even get things going. And that was before I flew out. I flew out of Lansing, straight to, I think, where did I go? Well, Lansing to Detroit to Vegas. But by being in Lansing, where home is now for me, East Lansing, in the airport we got right here this morning. Got Patricia. England can't go wrong. Got my mama with me. Good morning, mother. Yes, I'm still rocking. Everything is good. Good to see you today. Thank you for checking in. And want to tell this story, mother. When I was at the airport before I left, want to shout out to Pedro. That's right. Pedro is a good brother I met several years ago. Looked like a superstar, don't he? Good guy, good spirit. I met him through my friend Keith Tate. We were playing basketball. This is when I first transitioned to Lansing from Detroit. And good brother, good out there on the hoops. We were laughing. But as I was at the airport, he was coming in. Got Michelle, me Watkins. Michelle, that's right. I didn't know the Pacific water, the ocean was going to be cold like that. You said I'm supposed to know that. But how's Cali hot and the Pacific water cold? I remember dipping my toes into it when I was training the Marines out here, but I had a different mindset, and it was summertime then. And Michelle, I'm telling you the story about Pedro. Before I left to come out here, we ran into each other at the airport. Shout out to Pedro. He came over, showed love. He was with his family, and it's a lovely story that is at the heart of what we're going to be talking about today. Pedro was there because he and his wife were taking their daughter, their youngest, and we'll call her Angel for the sake of protecting their privacy because she's 5.5. We had to get that right. You know about those half ages, right? And they were taking her to Disneyland. Wow, that's right. But guess what? She didn't know that she was going until that day. That morning when she woke up thinking she was going to school, and her parents said, no, we're taking you to Disneyland. Great parents. They've raised college graduates, do great things. Wonderful, wonderful, lovely family. But Angel, as we're referring to, was sitting there and her face was so stoic because guess what? They said, man, she's been talking about it. She's been saying she wanted to go. And even when they talked about we'll just have something together for family, in her mind, she wanted to go to Disney. And guess what? That happened. What I want to talk about is destination manifestation, right? And what do we define that as? Destination is defined as the purpose of which something is predetermined or destined. Destination. The purpose of which something is predetermined or destined. Where you're supposed to be. In our life, we have so many things that what we want to do. We'll shut those thoughts down because we're so concerned that the outside forces or even the inside mental forces won't support that idea. But there's been some great research done, some very recent research that was done. And we'll look at the secret to success, the psychology of belief and manifestation. And wow, what a great definition. And for all my researchers out there, this was done in 2023, which is very current. That's always a good thing. And then they state in the abstract, we explore the psychology of those who believe in manifestation. The ability to cosmically attract success in life through positive self-talk, visualization, and symbolic actions. Wow, that's so cool. When I got to my room, this was on my door, and how cool is that? Dreaming big dreams, do not disturb. But I think that's important we talk about that, because guess what? Dreams aren't something that we not like to talk about. We all have dreams. We all have things that we want to accomplish, but in many cases, we keep it so close to the vest. We don't want to talk about it for fear of it not happening, for fear that we'll be laughed at, but we all know if they're not laughing at your dreams, you're not dreaming big enough. But going back to Angel, she had this dream to go to Disneyland despite what her parents were saying at the time. And back to me, I wanted to come to California more than a year ago. I came to California when I did Marine Corps boot camp training back when I was in college. And believe me, that experience was totally different than now. But I've been saying over the past year, things were not happening where I can just pick up and go. I was working hard on growing my business, and thanks to everyone's support on here, it's been happening. But I said, I really want to go. But going back to the visualization, I had a visualization of coming out to California and dipping my feet in the water. And we laughed at that when I found out how cold it was, but that was able to happen. But also, too, what did we see in the definition? It talks about symbolic actions, right? Doing something symbolic to also recognize where you want to go. With this shirt that I'm wearing, this polo, if you can't see it, it's like a coral salmon color. And I purchased this shirt a year ago. Before I even knew I was going to be in California, was booking, I knew I wanted to go because I saw it at one of my favorite places, Dick's, between Dick's and Staples, getting the gear for athletics and also getting a professional gear to support my business, my favorite places. But I saw this shirt super marked down, and it was actually this one and another one that I wore early in the conference, like a mint green. And I purchased it, and at that moment I said, I'm going to buy this because I'm going to wear this to California. Didn't know when I was going, didn't know what was going to happen, but I started having that symbolic mindset and that visualization. I did. I mean, I just popped the tag off of a second ago. And what I'm saying, then I look up and ask, the Association for Applied Sports Psychology is having their annual conference in Las Vegas, right? And we know that's a hop, skip, and jump. So I'm saying, okay, I want to be there, I want to go there. So with that being said, you have to have this mindset of what you want to achieve, where you want to go, and go through the visualization, go through the actual part where you have those symbolic actions, and then the people you'll meet along the way. The people you'll meet along your journey. I said, wow, I can go to Las Vegas, and then I can just take a quick jump over to California and, meet that need that I had. So, and go out there and put my feet in the water and be able to kind of ground myself and kind of recharge and reconnect. And I must say, along the way, it's been great. And I want to add to all the great people I met at AS. But give me a second to give some shout outs to the AS folks. Shout out to Dr. Dan Gould, who's been a luminary and one of the leaders in sport and exercise science out of Michigan State. He was one of the first people I met when I came to my first AS regional conference, and it was great to see him as he's kind of retiring from the sport, the work, but it was great to see him. Another great group I got to meet, Media and Sport. What a great group. I was able to meet with one of the first presentations that I went to talk about media and sport, and amongst those folks I met, if you can see in the back, Dr. Brad Kahn, representing, he is on the Artest Foundation, and we had a great interview we did. You can check out on my timeline. He's doing some great work with the Artest Foundation, Ron Artest, now Meta World Peace, and got another person I want to give a shout out to, Dr. Harold Shanitsky. That's my guy. He gave me some inspiring words. He said, Lindsay, keep putting it out there. It kind of reminds me when Coach Tom Izzo told me, keep coming around. And you guys know how that goes, but he was very positive. That's him, working the mic at one of the events that we were having. Also, Dr. Daniel Wilson, he's with the Northwestern Family the Northwestern Family Institute, the Family Institute at Northwestern. He's doing some great work. We had some great conversations going forward, and some women who are making major strides in the business, very accomplished in their own right. On my right, who you see is Dr. Michelle Carulis. She's been doing some great work, whether it's representing the U.S. Soccer Foundation, being a media expert to talk about sports psychology and all the things. And also, you have Dr. Tracy Carrington. She was amazing to connect with. She's worked with the All Blacks, referring to the New Zealand Soccer Club that's been one of the most successful soccer clubs you will meet. And then let's talk about the students, right? Shout out to Jackson State. Jackson State was in the building. Dr. Young Lee and his researchers. You have Brandy Evers, who's wearing a very nice plaid suit, and also Sierra Corley. And hey, it's not prime time anymore at Jackson State. It's research time, because they were really getting down with their work, talking about creating a pipeline for sports psychology individuals to be involved with the HBCUs. We got a comment right here. Got my brother Ezra Bell saying, Grand Rising, fam. Grand Rising to you, brother. I'm out here on the West Coast, but we still go stay with the message. Talk about all these great people I met this weekend and the great things that they have going on. Also, this young man right here representing for the University of Tennessee, Jalen Smith. This brother had a great presentation talking about how you can use VR, that's right, virtual reality, to help athletes improve their shooting. He had some great research going on. It was great to connect with him. And then this group right here, a number of the Black professionals and students involved with sports psychology, and it was a great group to meet with them. I want to point out a few individuals. That's Dr. Aaron Goodson. He's the mental performance director for Duke University. That's health and performance at Duke University, and someone who's been doing some great things in that picture as well. She's kind of hiding in the back. Dr. Leisha Carter, I met her at one of my first ASP events, and she's been a trailblazer, making things happen. When she's coming through, she's going to get done what she's working on, and she's done a lot of great things. And finally, finally, to kind of bring this all together, Dr. Brandon Harris, the incoming president for ASP, Association for Applied Sports Psychology, what I really enjoy about his keynote presentation, he talked about his journey. Again, that destination, right? He talked about the 21 years of him being involved with ASP and finally being to this point. And as he showed pictures over the years of him going through his educational goals and milestones, it just reminds us that though you may see people being successful, you don't know the process you have to go through. But also it's important to talk about this destination manifestation, being able to visualize it, being able to take those symbolic steps and use those positive self-talk terms to be able to help you along the way. His brother said, we appreciate your commitment, bro. You know, I appreciate that. That moves me to be able to leave this conference and all the great people and the great work they're doing to go back and be reinvigorated what I want to do and be able to share it to you and be able to bring it back. So let's bring this back home, folks. Where it got. It started with the story of Pedro and his daughter and going to Disneyland, this destination manifestation. I still remember carrying my daughter up there, and she even remembers that now at 12, folks. So what I want to say with the time that we have is that these goals that you have, these dreams that you have, you can manifest your destination, right? You can just start taking those actions, taking those symbolic steps, visualizing what it is that you want to do. Research has proven this is the route to go to cosmically attract those things you want. Look at me. I made the trip to ASP, which was great, and I got to go and put my feet in the cold water of the Pacific Ocean, but the whole point is that was universal. And this shirt that I'm wearing, something I bought long time ago, I said I'm wearing it for my trip. And I was able to pop the tag on it today to be able to say, here we are, and I'll be out here. So with that being said, folks, I want you to continue to work hard, continue to be inspired, continue to believe in what you think you should be able to achieve, and just put the work in. That's one thing. It's not going to happen magically as in the Magic Kingdom, but put the work in, be a good person, be open to meeting good people along your journey, and great things will happen. I'm happy for Pedro's daughter, who I'm referring to as Angel. I know she's enjoying herself. Boy, what a way to wake up. And being told you're going to Disneyland and you don't have to go to school. I'm inspired by her. And lastly, what I want to say, let us continue to have childlike dreams, a childlike belief that you can accomplish those things. Because everyone that I mentioned had struggles along the way, but they had the dreams. Dreaming big dreams. Continue to dream big dreams. Everybody who's hearing this. Don't let your age, don't let your experience, don't let anything you're doing right now stop you from the dreams that you have, and then put in the work. Because we love the work. You got to put in the work. I'm so inspired. I'm happy to be able to share with you guys today. It's going to be a great week. We watched the rivalry game. I was able to watch that here at Circa, the world's largest sport book. With my credentials for Michigan State, they weren't able to get it done. The rivalry continues. We'll be able to talk to some of those players later in the week. Better get to spend some time with Tom Izzo in a couple days when I get back. As we get this basketball season going as well, we'll be able to get some questions answered. Hey, and as always, going to continue to give you love and support, and I appreciate the love and support you guys give me. So with that being said, guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I couldn't do the Monday Motivation on the balcony. It's too dark. But with that being said, I'm here to bring some light in whatever way I can. I'm inspired, I'm excited, and I want to wish you the best. And with that being said, continue to do the things you want to do, believe in yourself, and have that destination manifestation. With that being said, Lindsay Ellison with SPS. We'll see you next time. Peace.